Is it recording? Yes, it is. Hello, guys. Last video was messed up really bad, so I hope this video goes better. Welcome to this week's video of learning HTML and CSS from 300's Web Design Training Camp. This week we're going to do tables. In this video, you'll learn how to create tables, what information suits tables, and how to represent complex data tables. So in this video, we'll learn how there are several types of information that need to be displayed in a created table. For example, sports results, stock reports, and training timetables. When representing information in a table, you need to think in terms of grid that make up rows and columns, a bit like a spreadsheet. In chapter, you will learn how to use the 4 key elements for creating tables, represent complex data tables, add captions to tables. Without further ado, let's get this week's video on the road. We're going to start out this video today with what is a table? Well, a table represents information in a grid format. Examples of tables include financial reports, TV schedules, sports results. Grids allow us to understand complex data by referring on 2 axes. Each block in the grid is referred to as a table cell. In HTML5, tables is written out by a row. As you can see, bottom is a table. This is a table, this is a table, and this is a table. The basic table structure. In this part of the video, we'll learn the table element, the TR tag, and the TD tag. To start out a table, we'll get started really simple. We'll start with the table tag. The table element is used to create a table. The contents of a table are written out by a row. TR, you indicate the start of each row by using an opening TR tag. The TR stands for table row. It is followed by 1 or more TD elements, 1 of each cell in a row. At the end of a row, you use the closing TR tag, as demonstrated here. TD, each cell of the table is represented by using a TD element. The TD stands for table data. So it's table, TR, TD. Now your turn to try. Inside of your code editor, start out by creating a new document. Save it to your desktop and call it table.html. So in where it says new, go to table.html. Okay, start off with really simple. We need to start off every document with HTML. Start off with the head. We'll give it a title. We'll call it, whoops, never have cap lock sound when you're doing code. It would suck. Title. And we'll say our table. We'll end the title. Do not put that, we're not writing PHP. And we'll end our head. Now we'll start the body off. And I want to start off with the table element tag. Next we'll start off with the TR tag. Followed by tab key. Followed by the oh crap. My bad. And we'll follow it off by the TD tag. Okay, so basically you have just written out your first example. Go ahead and save that. And now you can see we are following along here with my example. So the TD, in this case we'll add 15, 30, 35, 40 in label data. Let's go ahead and do that. Say 15. Now we need to end the table data as demonstrated below. For each line, it's different. So now for the next line, we'll do the same. TD, table data, 30. We'll end the TD. Next, we'll continue TD, and we'll say 40. TD. And then we'll say 60. Whoops. TD, 60, and TD. After you've done that, we have now completed what the book says. Now we need to end the TR tag, and we're good. So now go back and end it by holding Shift Tab to go back to the next line and end the TR tag. Go ahead and end the body tag, and go ahead and end HTML. Go ahead and save that out. Now if we go ahead and preview this in the browser, you should see a table appear, such as this example right here. It will look like this. But we'll only see 15, 30, so on. Let's continue on. In this part of the chapter, we'll learn the TH element. So let's start. Table headings. TH stands for table. The T, table. H for headings. The TH element is used just like the TD element, but its purpose is to represent the heading for an entire column or row. The TH stands for table heading. Even if a cell has no content, you should still use a TD or TH element to represent the presence of an empty cell. Otherwise, the table will not render correctly. So, as we did before, we're going to punch in all this code instead this time into our text editor. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, I punched it in my code here, and this is what we should have gotten in your code editor. You should get a table, the TR, the TH, here it is, the TH, which stands for, this is a blank cell. We want to skip one cell, that means, so TH, and the NTH means you want to skip a cell. TH scope, we'll learn that in a couple minutes, what scope means, but col, and it's going to be Saturday. So, we'll learn, that means column, and row means row. So CL means row, column, row means row. And then we'll say total sales and end the TH. Okay, so let's go back into our example, and this is what you should see. Okay. So using TH elements for headings help people who use screen readers improve the ability for search engines to index your pages, also enable to control appearance tables between what you start with in your CSS. Okay, let's continue on. Spanning columns. Sometimes you may need the entries in a table to stretch across more than one column. The cool span attribute can be used on the TH and TD element and indicate how many columns that cell could run across. So let's take a look in our code editor what this looks like, shall we? Alright, I punched it in my table code editor. I have the table, the TR command, the TH, which stands for blank column. The TH column is going to be 9 a.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and then 11 p.m. Those are the two main ones that we wanted to look at. Then we have the TR, the TH Monday, and here's that cool span right there. And right now we're learning about that. The cool span attribute can be used with the TH element, and it conveys how many columns there should be. So cool span means how many columns. So we want 2 columns. That's what it means. Okay? So there's the example. And if you look at the table cell that contains the word geography, which is located down here, and right here in the code, there is 2 columns for that. You can see the second and third rows have fewer TD elements Then there are columns. This is because when a cell extends across more than one column, the TD and TH cell would have been placed in a wider cell and not included in the code. Spanning rows. You may also need entries in a table to stretch down across more than one row. The row span attribute can be used on the TH and TD element to indicate how many rows of a cell should span down on the table. In the example on your left, you can see that the ABC is showing a movie from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., where areas, the BBC and CNN, which is down here, channels are both showing 2 programs during the time period, each with one lasts 1 hour. So here it is. TH is the time. TR is the end of table. TH, here it is again. TD row span, we want 2 rows, and we want to say movie going down. Alright. Long tables. Excuse me. Long tables. These are 3 elements that help distinguish between the main content of a table and the first last rows, which can contain different content. So here it is. The thread element is for long tables. So let's go ahead and learn what these mean. So thread. The headings of a table should sit inside the thread element. T-body. The body should sit inside the T-body element. T-foot. T means table. As always, head, body, foot. That's how it was named. The footer belongs inside the T-foot element. And then always end with that on table. Whoops, went way too far. Nope, we didn't go too far. So some of the HTML editors can come in. Content Management Systems offers tools to help you draw tables. So basically, you can use Excel to build tables these days. There's no longer the need for building with HTML. So the old code, back in when HTML was first invented, would use the width and the spacing tags. And you would see here by the table, the width, the cell padding, and the cell spacing. It was basically, that's how I learned it, but it's now quicker to do something easier. And here was the old code to add a border in the background, and still used today to add. This is still old code. You can use CSS now to build the borders, but if you wanted to, here's the code. We would use the table, the border attribute, the GG color, background color, and it would specify the width of it, and we'll get the lovely table boxes to add style in. Alright guys, take notes in pen. It's time for our example of the day. Alright, so now you learned how to build a table. Let's go ahead and build one. The example I just showed you showed the table customers compare website hosting packages. There are table headings in the first row and first column of the table. The empty cell is the top left still. It has a TH element. So let's go ahead and take a look at all this code. And I'll show you what we get. I'm sorry about that again. That happened in the last video. My sister bossed me around. Okay. So, this is it. When we type in that code, as demonstrated, we get this example. The home starter hosting packages. Now, it might look different on this computer because every browser is different. And Google Chrome does not support the scope tag, unfortunately. So that's why I'm seeing these look like they're connected. We need to add some more cool stuff to actually fix that. Later on in the video, we'll do that in a few minutes. But this is the end of this part, so let's go ahead and take a look at the summary. So the summary for tables. The table element is used to add tables to a web page. A table is drawn out by a row. Each row is created using the TR element. Inside each row, there is a number of cells represented by the TD element. The TH is used for empty cells. You can make cells of a table span more than one row or column using the row span or cow span attributes. For long tables, you can split the table into T head, T body, and T foot. So that's the end of this video. The next video is going to be forms, which is probably one of the longer videos. And there you'll learn how to build a mail to links and all that cool stuff. That's coming up in our next week video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you know where to email me at. The email is right here. It's 300studiosdesign@gmail.com. Email me there if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to contact you back. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye now.